4 of 13 now, so we have lost a lap effectively of the 11 racing laps. And here we go. Jörg Müller can't really pass the safety car before he goes into the pit lane, but he was very close. He's nailed it nice and early.
Yeah.
And here comes Thompson behind Larini. Larini misjudged the restart. Jörg went very early, and Thompson looking to the inside. Larini knows he's coming, and Thompson's going to try and go outside, inside. He's pushing. He's inside, and he gets through, just avoids the tyre stack, and he knew it was going to be hard to pass Larini. Very hard indeed, man, to get by Nicola Larini, and Thompson just had to really ease his way in and just leave her enough space for himself. Up to second, Huff in fourth, and here comes Farfus up to fifth. Gets by Ivan Müller. Gets by Ivan Müller. Slow away at the restart, Ivan Müller, and that's a surprise. Sixth place is Rydell, already ahead of Hernandez. So Hernandez, the independent leader, just got out of the way when Rydell wanted to come through. But here's a view from Nicola Larini. Well, Rubin's racing, well, they say.
I was going to say you can't get a fag packet in there, but somebody got a camera in there anyway.
Yeah,
so
well, the camera still worked at the end of the move, so it wasn't as robust as it might have been. Farfus hanging on there, just in front of Ivan Müller, but Rydell right behind Ivan and giving him the hurry up. There's Sergio Hernandez, behind him Zanardi, and then Prio's got ahead of Cortal and Montero. Montero can't hold it in. Aqua Minerali, Coronel's going one side, Montero, we're with him over the gravel. There's Cortal, and he moves into 10th place, 11th place. Prio's up to 10th. Deere and Thiago Montero with all sorts of rubbish on the tyres. Couldn't slow down their Aqua Minerali either and bounced all over the place. Didn't make up anything, but didn't lose anything either.
Wasn't a very subtle move from Cortals, that shoveled Montero out the way.
Well, he's desperate to try and get in touch with Hernandez, Pierre-Yves Cortal, and Montero was slow, offline, in trouble under braking, and Cortal just had to, in this game, Kelvin, you know, you have to go for any half gap, I guess.
Yeah. So 7/10 the gap to the leader, Müller from Thompson.
Fastest lap of the race for James Thompson, and what was it? It was just a 10th quicker than Jörg Müller, and again Thompson with the quickest car out there. Augusto Farfus in 5th place. Larini and Rob Huff in front. And Farfus, wow, he's in trouble, isn't he? Look, Ivan Muller's now got his dander up and he's coming back.
Yeah, Farfus defending. Zanardi's past Hernandez in the background.
Yeah, Hernandez is going to let them go. If they come knocking, he's only content with battling Cortal. And Ivan Müller suddenly, now maybe the temperature had gone in the Seat's tyres during the safety car period, but suddenly he's got a lot of grip, and again, Rydell from behind, knocking on the back door at Farfus, and he's coming round him and he's going past him up the hill, and this is exactly what you said,
on power.
This uphill section.
Drove straight past him. Spots of rain on that previous camera. So,
definitely, we've seen them a couple of times. So up to the top of the hill at Piratella, and this is Tom Coronel battling with Franz Engstler, who's really got the bit between his teeth for the first time all season. I think Engstler's really charging hard in that Indy BMW. And there is Ivan Müller and Richard Rydell. They're 5th and 6th. They've got ahead of Farfus. Jörg Müller in front for how long? That was last lap, Thompson. It was 0.7 at the line last time. It'll be below 0.5 this time, if it's that. Thompson's very good downhill here. Sounds a little ridiculous to say a car's very good downhill, but it's not on the acceleration. It's on how he brakes and corners through the Ravazzas. And he's the match, I think, of a rear-wheel drive car even through these two corners. So he closes in again on Jörg, and Jörg's not far enough away. Thompson's going to get a good tow here. Yeah, he's very close.
He's well placed. The Chevrolets again look strong. The BMW of these four looks the slowest in race pace, I think. They both swerve either side of the oil.
Well, Thompson's pulled out of the slipstream very early because he's got such a quick car in a straight line. And the BMW, Kelvin, maybe like we saw in Brno, has had to choose its final drive differential, not for maximum speed on the long straight, but to negotiate the other corners. Yeah. It may just be that they're lacking a fraction to the Honda in top speed, but whatever it was, Thompson made that look really very straightforward. Another fastest lap, and that one was 0.6 quicker than his previous lap. That's including passing Jörg Müller for the lead. And right behind Müller now, Larini the first and Huff the second of these blue Chevrolets. Here's Larini. Where's Menu? 15th. Not making an awful lot of progress in what is one of the I guess, fastest 4 cars in the field, Thompson's Honda and the 3 Chevys really seem to be as quick as anything else out there.
Yeah, both Chevrolets half a second quicker than Menu on that previous lap, and only a 10th slower than Thompson, who was the quickest.
So again, plunging down the hill. Oh, trail breaking in from Nicola Larini, really trying hard, but Huff looks like he's got a better car. Huff with maximum possible success ballast, 70 kilos on board. Larini carrying 30, so a not insignificant difference of 40 kilos in favour of Nicola Larini. But as I said earlier, Huff just driving out of his skin this season. He's just so good everywhere. He's not had a really off weekend at all. And with the confidence that winning gives you, 4th place, I don't think that's going to be enough for him. And particularly with 2 Seats that just look like they're closing in a little.
A little, yeah.
Yeah, fastest second segment of the race by anybody for Ricard Rydell, behind Ivan Muller. And he can only do that because Muller is closing in a little. Zanardi, Prio, Hernandez now. Zanardi 8th, Prio 9th, just inching closer to a point. And he's right on the tail of Zanardi as they come around the corner. There, he's in the slipstream, he's pulled out. Prio coming down the inside of the Italian. Done deal. He had the speed. Zanardi knew better than to try and defend it on the outside at Tamburello. He knows what Prio was like at Oschersleben, carving through the field from 25th to 3rd. So he knows when he's, like any responsible professional driver, he knows when he has to concede the corner and fight the war rather than lose it all in one battle. On board here behind Pierre-Yves Cortal, this is Thiago Montero's view, and again the turbo diesel's oomph got him alongside in the slipstream, and he goes straight by. That's a change there for 11th, Montero to 11th. Cortal doesn't mind much, he's still second in the independents, but that BMW in front of him, Sergio Hernandez, that's the one he wants to catch.
Andy Prio strong now, fastest man on the previous lap of the whole field, and
wow.
Very slow on the previous lap. Jörg Müller did a 57.2. Everyone else is in the 56s, low 56s. So
Larini, Huff and Ivan Muller behind Jörg, all set the fastest segment time of the race, 1, 2, 3, as they came across the line in the first segment. So they are closing fast. Ivan Muller pushing as well, fastest first segment time. Andy Prio faster than anybody else now in the second segment of the race, which is around Tosa to the Variante Alta. So down into the final element of the circuit, again lock up from Nicola Larini. He's holding Huff up here, there's no doubt about it. Thompson's going away, even Jörg Müller, who's lapping slower than the 2 Chevrolets, is pulling away from Larini on this lap. Larini is the stopper in the bottle, and Huff needs to get by. Huff could end up second here, but not if he's a gentleman and stays behind Larini. He's going to have to try and ease his teammate out of the way.
He's got to do it soon because the Seats are closing in, look.
Yeah, once they get onto the back bumper, and particularly Ivan Muller, once he's on Huff's back bumper, Larini is pretty much in the clear, because Huff then is going to have his hands full of Seat. And so Rob really needs to get a move on. Now, Jimmy Thompson out front, is he just guarding his tyres a little, or suddenly are the others just picking up a little bit more pace? Maybe he's just pacing it, easing away gradually. He's just 999 thousandths of a second ahead of Jörg Müller at the line.
Again, fastest lap again, Andy Prio, previous lap, and he's done the fastest lap of the race so far, first one into the 55s.
So Thompson, just a whisker in the 56, still leads the race. Prio in the points at the back of this group. Race leader James Thompson on lap 9 of 13 now. 8 laps completed, and he's led for 5 of them, I suppose, at racing pace. Prio quickest, Menu second quickest. We saw him coming up the order, still in 14th behind Tom Coronel, but he's sort of stalled there, but right on the back of Coronel and desperate to try and make some progress. Still 6 places before he could even get a point or a sniff of a point, so a lot of work to do. And out front, Thompson with a 1,000th less than a full second advantage over Jörg Müller last lap. Looks as though he's still there. And Ivan Muller, the first of the 2 yellow and blue Seats, not closing at all on the 2 Chevrolets. So Larini's had a much cleaner and quicker lap that time round.
Yeah, he seemed to be, although he's not that quick, bear in mind he's got 40 kilos more than the second